If you have to defend yourself physically, it will almost always be against a bigger, stronger, faster attacker. Hi everyone, this is John. With today's active self-protection lesson, I don't have information as to where this one's from, so if you do, please put it in a comment and I will add it to the description. What we're going to see here is an escalating conflict and attack that teaches us all some important lessons about verbal judo and de-escalation skills, about being able to defend yourself against a bigger, stronger, faster attacker, and if you're going to intervene in a third-party encounter, you got to have the skills and plan to back up your attitude. If you go and read the news stories on this one, you need Google Translate for it. This guy's been brought into the hospital with a cut on his head because he got in some kind of altercation in a bar and he's super drunk. And now this nurse is yelling at him because he refused treatment. So he grabs a hold of her and now they're in a strength fight. You know, her yelling at him has got him up and angered him. He's drunk and now he's going to shake the heck out of her. And this one gets really scary in a hurry because she's trying to kind of talk him down at that point. And as he slaps her, an orderly comes in, and this is an administrator, comes in, tries to break him up, but now he's mad at her as well, and now it's a strength fight. And this guy, especially drunk, is very much stronger than these two ladies are, hits her twice, goes back and hits the nurse again, and now you can see him trying to kind of talk whatever, and when he doesn't get the kind of satisfaction he wants, he absolutely drills that nurse there. The news story that I read said she needs facial reconstruction from that hit, and then he hits her a couple of times as well and chases her off. And the police are going to end up being called on this one to arrest this guy, and he's going to face multiple charges. Again, news is all on our website. Let's go back and learn some lessons on this one. As always, there are 8 of them on our website. But, you know, we want to talk about verbal judo on this one. You can see her body language that she's being aggressive. And she's pointing her hand at this guy, giving him what for. And, you know, you got to know as a self-defender that if you're going to use that kind of body language, you better have the attitude, the skills, and the plan to back it up. Far better instead to use verbal judo to de-escalate, to escape and evade. Now, he's got a hold of her at this point. You better have some kind of an answer when your verbal skills are not up to the task and you fail that part of the self-defense encounter. Now you got to get in there with your hands. And being able to defend yourself at very close range, we call this manipulation stage in the martial art that I study. And you got to be able to do something here because otherwise you're in a strength contest and you got to know that right hand is coming. So he's going to shake her up really good, and now that's going to build, you know, in her some fear. It's going to work against her emotional fitness. And now that right hand is on its way. And you got to know, for most people that are right-handed, that's the first attack that's coming. And if you're a self-defender, knowing how to defend yourself against that big right hand using your left arm is an important skill to do. Now, when this other lady decides to step in, I think that that's great from an attitude perspective. But again, you have the skills and the plan to back up your attitude. What was she trying to do? In the moment, probably just to stop him from continuing to hurt her. But what was her plan? What was she going to be able to do? Not much. And you can see her off balance there. And now it's a strength fight against this guy. You can see her right hand. She's got the back of his collar. And there comes that right hand again. You've got to be ready in the moment in order to defend yourself against those kinds of attacks and to do more than get in a strength fight. Strength isn't everything, but if you don't have the training to overcome their strength with technique, it will probably win it every time. And once he's hit her a couple of times, then what we have here is we have them being diminished and it gets much harder for them to defend themselves. Now you see him trying to get his point across, but they have a moment here where he doesn't have hands on them. This is the time, though it's very difficult when you're diminished like this, to get out of the danger zone, to build a defensive fence, to get your hands up, get some distance so he can't continue to hit you. They are not able to do that. And in this instance, that's what leads to him drilling her right there. And that one right there was the one that incapacitated. She went from diminished in that point to incapacitated. So while you have capacity, while you have the ability to stay in the fight, emotional fitness says get the distance that you can because you won't have it forever. And you can see here that she didn't, and this other lady did not as well. Get out of the danger zone. And you notice there that she kind of tried to defend it a little bit, but knowing how to get that defensive fence up should be an important part of your training so that you can have the attitude, the skills, and the plan to protect yourself against a guy like this and to cover your ass. Thanks for watching today's active self-protection lesson. I hope it helps you with your attitude, your skills, and your plan to keep you and your family safe. If you'd like another lesson in a similar vein, click right here to go see our most popular narrated videos. If you like what you see and you don't want to miss them going forward, please subscribe via the button right here and turn those notifications on so that you get notified every time a new active self-protection lesson posts.